Evening from lethargic West Cork. Last Tuesday evening at about 10 o'clock we got the last sheet up. Really the camera died just before we really made a huge effort, but it was so awkward on the last sheet that Clare wasn't able to get up to pull it, so I pushed it up really hard, and I thought I damaged my kind of shoulders, because what's all the cars doing down there? I thought I damaged my shoulders because when I got into bed I started really getting bad aches and pains in my shoulders and back. The next day, Wednesday, I took it easy, tried to recover, but I just really felt rough. Aches and pains everywhere, a headache and just sore body. Didn't sleep Tuesday night, didn't sleep Wednesday night. Thursday I felt the same, if not slightly worse, but I started to get a sore throat, so at that point I kind of thought it was maybe a little bit more than just being run down from doing the roof. Claire started to get sick on Thursday night as well, so on Friday she did a COVID test and she was positive, so I did a test then later on that evening and I was still positive. We did nothing for the week, we didn't even tidy up, we just literally got off the roof late on Tuesday and didn't progress. My parents still wanted to come down. They had planned, they had food for us, they wanted to do a bit of work, so they came down. We did some light work. I don't have a cough, Claire doesn't have a cough, and we weren't sneezing, just fatigue really is what we were feeling, and small walks, have to take a break and stuff like that. So I'll show you what we did. It's Sunday today, but yesterday, Saturday, two main jobs we did inside was finish off the roof, structurally at least. We put up some, it's not quite a collar tie, it's not quite a rafter tie, maybe it's a little bit in between. This roof here is actually cantilevered on this stone wall, and it's a lot of the weight is taken down here at the back. So a rafter type is probably not necessary at this point. So I have some low hanging collar ties and I doubled them up every other, and I have two spacers in between this and the oversized 8x2s. I'm really happy with the structural kind of strength. I have some rafter tie downs, they just kind of clip in here, tie off in the wall. That's probably the last thing I have to do, but other than that, this roof is pretty much finished. In case you're wondering what this wall is, if you remember at the very beginning, there is a bow. I don't know if that's obvious, but you can kind of see on the wall plate here, there's tiny, I kind of evened it out a little bit, but there's a tiny gap there. If we come to the widest point, quite a large gap here. So right here, it bows outwards. And I had thought I might rebuild it because I wanted to put in new lintels over this. However, the ESB is running on the outside. So I spoke to a few people, a local builder, and apparently the consensus for these buildings is don't try to fix them. If you try to fix them, you'll make them worse. That's a fair point. He says the bow has always been here, so maybe it was the bow just happened when the house was built, perhaps, and it's been happy like this for 100 years. I won't try and fix it, I'll just leave it as is. However, what I've done with this is, I can't remember if I told you all of this, but this is the original stone wall. We reckon this was a cottage at one point, a stone built cottage. So the downstairs are all stone walls, but the upstairs are like a really old concrete block. So there's actually quite a lot of stone here with a concrete top on it, where the kind of the floor joists here, the floor joists were kind of sitting in on them. So what I decided to do is to bank down another wall plate to anchor it here, put some kind of supports going up to take the weight of the roof as well. So the weight of the front of the roof is spread directly to the stone wall partially, and then partially it's along the more standard kind of double plate through the wall down to the stone wall. So I have two means to support the roof here. I think that's making it very strong. We have the double ties up there, and we have a cantilever on the back, concrete wall again, double top plate, and just tying it off down below on the timber frame. So both sides of the roof have a timber frame and a concrete frame, so happy enough with that. This is a job my father and my son did. I think there's a little bit of a time lapse that you can see. Running at about 30% energy, so really not doing a lot. Actually, let me show you something. We are getting windows. I have serious brain fog. Sorry. We are getting new windows. I haven't put anything in front of them. I'll wait till I get the new windows in, and then I'll frame them nice. I will bring it forward down here so you can kind of sit at the very bottom in front of the window. They'll appear to be the same width as downstairs, which would be nice. So they won't necessarily look like they're concrete, so it'll look a little bit more traditional. Not sure in the plaster here, we might do a lat and lime plaster. We got to put a nice bit of insulation using this approach, but I won't do any more here until we get the windows done, which is going to be 4 weeks because we just ordered a few more. These, oh god, I'm out of breath now. These are the rafter ties that I was talking about. Every other one, we'll put one of these and just anchor it into the wall. Today, I'm really just pottering around, to be quite honest. I moved the scaffold from upstairs to the bedroom. We need to, let me see it. My mom cleaned all of this, took all the, if you can remember it, all the metal out. And we might dig out a drainage channel here, but we might start to lay flags. So this could look super cool. Some nasty little bits of glass. Tidying up the tie back. There was an overhang here of about 5 inches. I'm roughly taking that off with the nibbler. Okay, just put together a toolkit and climbed the ladder up here on the roof, and I'm absolutely fucked from climbing up. It's not that high. Just climbed up my scaffolding here, up through the hatch, on top of the roof. This is the nibbler. Came all the way to the top. I must remove these 2 bolts, and just I came up towards the batten here. I need to cut that off, measure the length here, because this is 3.15 meters on the front and this is 6.3 meters at the back. I need to take it down to about 3.1 meters there, pop it over here just so we have full coverage. I mean, it's not hugely important. The actual, where are we? The actual gable end is like about 60 centimeter stone, so I mean, even if water comes in through there, it's fine, but I'll just have it look neat. So I'll just pop that over, and then our fascia will go on the outside. The fascia is just hanging right down there, so I need to pop these out, cut this, take it off, and then I need to try and put 1 or 2 more screws there. I need to get down here in the ladder and put a few more screws there, and just basically bring the screws on this sheet, because at the moment it's pretty loose. But I am super dizzy up here now. I'd say I'll do whatever I can. I won't do all of it, and I will call it a day. Have a shower and an early night. I'll be another few days. This COVID's pain in the ass. It'll be another few days, I'd say, before I get back to anything. Why did I want to bring you up here? I'm going to try and cut off this ridge as well. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there's my tool bag. It was too heavy to carry, so I'm going to try and pull it up. Sure. There's nowhere really even to put you on time lapse. I might just drive on and do another video when we're done. Catch you later. So, update. Well, managed to get this cut. Loosely put it on the other side. I'll snug that down when I come back with the fascia. I've painted and screwed. There's a bit of a bump there. I'm not sure what I will do about that. This will straighten off. I've painted where I've cut. I might just get 1 or 2 more battens done. Or maybe I'll get the whole lot. But basically the scaffold now is a little bit too tall, so I'm going to go back to the ladder, see if I can reach the whole way across. But this is taking, what's that leaf in my hair? This is taking so much longer. It's just COVID killer. I'm always grateful of a beautiful sunset up here on my red hot tin roof. Okay, let me turn this off. Okay, so I got the ridge off. I got this side cut with the nibbler. I put the offcut onto this side, so it's better than it was. And I have the rough edge. It looks very rough, but the fascia is gonna actually cover that, so I'm fine with it. The rough end is painted. The back of the house, the final sheet now has all of the screws, hex screws and caps on it. Just started to rain. This is the fascia here. I have it all sized up. It does look pretty rotten there, but it's good. It's late. I'm fucked. It's starting to get dark, so I imagine it's about 8:15 or something. Way too long at this, and I was feeling bad because I was abandoning Clare. Clare was asleep. She went to bed for a nap there a couple of hours ago, so I was just coming in to have a shower, and I see this. Claire's dying sick with coronavirus, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I gotta do something.
What are you doing? Why don't you explain to the camera?
I'm sorting out the mushrooms.
Are the mushrooms gone?
No, I'm gonna do them in a minute.
We were thinking of doing kind of a prototype walled garden, but we might pass. So we bought this little steamer here from Amazon Marketplace a few years ago for a different house project that we never went ahead with, and it's sat on the shelf.
Yeah. Now it's a bit dangerous, I will say.
Why?
Because I'd say it gets incredibly hot.
Really?
If you're like, watch this, like, just melts it off.
Wow. Holy shit.
But it's just plastic. Pure plastic.
Do you want a bigger scraper thing?
I didn't see one, honey. But I'm grand.
The ones you use for the cement.
Oh no. Like, it's pretty good.
Oh, wow. You can use that to bend wood as well, so there's another thing I was going to use for. Yeah, if you steam wood, you can bend it, you know? Why isn't the green stuff going?
Green. I think it was green paint, you see?
Yeah, it was green paint, but this looks like do you know in the 90s they had, well they still have it actually, a bathroom and kitchen paint, which is meant to be a sealant, you know?
Oh yeah.
It does, it seals. The wall's alright, but in old houses it traps everything in.
It could be kind of lead, I don't know.
I wouldn't say so.
So, just in case it was, that's why I have the mask on.
I was wondering why you had that on. Alright, I'm gonna go for a shower.
Yeah.
So it's a miserable rainy day here in West Cork, and so we're moving on to some of our indoor jobs. One of which
Exciting.
is taking down the remains of this chimney. I'm not sure how far we'll go, but for the most part we just wanted to clear the ceramic flue, or a terracotta flue, because we are going to put a flexible flue from a wood burning stove up through it and out the back. So we don't need all of it, we just need a little bit. Started to take it down, and then Claire wanted to show what we found. Here you go, Claire.
Yeah, so as we do a bit more rooting, it's just, this is how it was, and I've just put the top one back on. So you can see the top one. Now the top one I might have upside down, so but I did actually meet the top one. But then it just sort of goes like sideways. And the middle chute, whatever it's called, flue, and the bottom flue are different sizes. So you can see the gap here that there was. Incredibly dangerous. Just poking out the side. This is exactly what it looked like. So I'm curious to see what we find next on the next one. It's all to do with the fact that this gable end was just cracked down the. I think it's all to do with that anyway. I think it's all just fallen sideways.
All the way down to the stove downstairs.
So it's just interesting to see how the flue was damaged as well. But then I say it's not even damaged because they're not even the same size flues. So they must have known when they put these together that there was always going to be escape of smoke or fire or whatever coming out of the side of here. I don't know. Strange. So that's where we are. So I'm going to keep going at this because it's really coming away fast now. This one is loose and ready to come down. So we'll just put you somewhere where you can see.
Wait.
And
why don't you show where we burnt the...
Oh yeah. If you have a look up here, that you can see where the Tyvek has burnt, and the panels, the metal panels are above on the two sides. This of course was where we had our bees were starting to make home here. So Rob threw down a thing to keep it burning, and unfortunately we almost set fire to the whole roof. But yeah, anyway, it's okay, we'll get there. That's fixable. Yeah, so that's where we are. So it's quite exciting trying to get rid of this big thing. Rob was sure that there might actually be a another flue coming up on this side where I have the bucket, because it's...
Well, it wouldn't be a flue, like, it's
or
just
a fireplace or
fire
something.
stack.
Yeah. But anyway, we haven't found that yet, so we'll keep going a little bit longer, and I might put you on time lapse and you can see how we get on. Oh god, look how funny I look with a mask on my head. Yeah, we decided to wear masks. It's a bit dusty. This is the next one. And then I don't know if you can see down. You probably can't. It's too dark. It's anything but straight. But we did a good job on it. See from the bottom because it's better to see it from the bottom. But yeah, really starting to see the concrete wall now. And
only this gable.
I hated this. Absolutely hated this fireplace. It actually kind of scared me a bit with all its cracks and creases down it. So I just want the whole lot, and it's just such a great time to do it because of this opening to the side here, and everything can just be shunted out the window, which is going into our floor of our kitchen. So it's brilliant. It couldn't be easier to get rid of, really. Okay, so we're going to call it a night there. It's 8:30 on the dot. We said we'd give it till then. I say if we give another go tomorrow night, we might bring it down to the light switch. Actually, it'll be much easier once we can get off the ladder. So we see how we go.
I think the rain is still here tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
it's great to be inside doing it because this just doesn't make any sense standing out in this, and it's super heavy. So yeah, we're going to leave it there. Okay, so yesterday we battled with this. I was really lucky. I had Rob's mum helping, which meant that she was able to clear up the shite that's on the ground and get it out the window, and I was able to keep going. Yesterday we didn't have this. I've taken to using this now, even though it's really heavy. But we do seem to be getting places, and I think we only have maybe 2.5 more flues to come out. So getting there. So I'll pop you on time lapse again, and we see how we go. Say to me.